Good evening, babies, and welcome back to Thursday's episode where we are going to be covering one of my most frequently asked questions, and that is, does size matter more or does stamina matter? Now in this video, we are going to be covering the average size, the best positions to maximize what you're working with, as well as deconstructing different things that you can do to boost your stamina. And then obviously ending with that conclusion of what is more important, or is one more important than another? But before we dive into this juicy topic, I want to take a second to talk about a company called Promescent. They have taken it into their own hands on closing that orgasm gap that we are always talking about. But how, you might ask? They have designed a delayed spray used by over 500,000 men across the world, as well as being the only clinically approved delayed spray on the market in the USA. So you know damn well that it works great. They have designed a special patent formula for fast absorption, working in as little as 5 minutes, helping you last longer right now. And one of the most important things is that there's little to no transfer to your play partner. Now, if the spray isn't convenient enough for you, don't worry, Promescent has got you covered with the delay wipes. Extremely convenient and discreet. Plus, they're the exact same size as a condom. Perfect for when you're traveling or maybe even a date night. And these babies are packed with a punch. They are 75% more potent than any delay wipe on the market. However, if you are looking for that maximum performance, the spray is definitely the way to go, making you perform at your highest peak. Now, for my vulva owners out there, don't worry, we also have you covered with the arousal gel. All you need is a pea-size amount, and this baby will start working in just minutes. The small amount that you apply on your clitoris is going to increase that sensitivity, enhancing your satisfaction and closing that orgasm gap. Do you want to heighten your sensations? One of the best things about Promescent is that they actually carry all your premium sexual wellness needs in one spot, making it super convenient. And we've gifted you 15% off your purchase just by clicking the link down below. With free shipping over $10 throughout the US, being able to try your stuff for 60 days or money back guarantee. Yeah, even if you used it and you realize, you know what, I don't like it. However, that ain't gonna happen, baby. Just remember that Promescent has actual doctors supporting and recommending their products. And don't worry, as far as packaging goes, it's really incognito. No mention of product bot or even the brand name. So what do you have to lose? Try Promescent today and enhance and increase your sexual experience. All right, now let's get started on what y'all actually came here for, and it is size versus stamina. Now, the first thing I want to cover and talk about is size. So what exactly is the average size of an erect penis? So in length, we're sitting at 5.16 inches long, and the width is about 4.59 inches wide. And honestly, when it comes down to size, it turns out that most men are more worried about what they have than their actual partner is. But let's talk about how bigger isn't necessarily better. So contrary to what you might hear in the media, in the locker room, the bigger dick isn't always better. In fact, larger than average penises have been associated with higher risk of injury and infection. That extra length can also make some positions be very painful. Too much girth can even cause tearing if you're not careful, especially during anal sex. Then there's that whole choking and gag reflex revolving around oral as well. Of course, there are always ways around this stuff, but it just goes to show that having a larger penis isn't always the end-all be-all. Now let's talk about how smaller isn't necessarily bad. Obviously, with a smaller penis, it is gonna be a lot easier to navigate and handle, which means everybody involved can actually take that time to focus on pleasure instead of being worried about pain, or how the hell you are actually going to fit that into here or here or here. Like any size of penis, shortcomings are easy to get around and can be enjoyable for both parties if you find the right position that works well for you and your partner. Let's just be clear on what the largest sex organ is here, and that is the brain, especially when it comes to vulva owners. However, I want to say right now that size has nothing to do with stamina. You could be hung like a horse and still lack stamina in the bedroom. A big dick won't last longer than a smaller one. But let's talk about how to maximize that pleasure with the size that you can offer. Because when it comes to positions, there is something for every size. For instance, if you're too big, try cowgirl. Really anything seated, because they can control control the depth that they are willing to take. Maybe even a seated straddled position, or even the spooning position. Now, if you're on the smaller side of things, don't worry, there are positions to get you to feel like you're deeper, such as doggy style, the knees to chest position, or propped up reverse cowgirl or cowgirl. So putting the pillow underneath the penis owner's back, giving you that little bit of elevation in the pelvis, allowing you to achieve a deeper penetration. Either way, foreplay is where you can make all of that magic happen, whether it be fingering, oral, or even adding toys into the mix. There are many options to help you out that don't revolve around size. Now let's talk about stamina, how long you can get it on for. Now when it comes to stamina, things are a little bit different because there are actually a lot of things that you can change to increase your stamina. Now you can have all of the stamina in the world and still not be a great lover. So a lot of the time when people are coming to me, it's usually because they are not lasting as long as they would like or as their partner would like. So here are a few things for you to try tonight or in the future. Favorite one to recommend is edging, or that stop and start method. However, it takes a little bit of time, specifically because you need to get to know your body and your own orgasm cues. But essentially, over time, you get to understand your body and your body's cues before you hit that point of no return, and you're actually able to pull out and calm yourself down to the point where that orgasm is gone. Now, like I said, this is something that does take time. So be soft and be patient with yourself. In the meantime, while you're practicing your edging, make sure that you are focusing on foreplay, getting your partner to the point of climax or close enough to, so that when you do decide to do penetration, that you are not hitting your climax too soon. Now, if you're wanting something that is simple and that works right now and requires little to no effort, try something like the delayed spray or the delayed wipes. They're fail-proof and they do buy you time. Trust me when I say I have tried this myself. Obviously not on me, but on my partner. However, I want to state that you can have all of the stamina in the world and still not be a great lover. So what actually is important here? Is it stamina, or is it size, or is it neither? I think we all can agree on one thing, is that size doesn't actually matter as much as we're worried about. But it really does boil down to technique, chemistry, connection, and stamina. When we think about being a good lover, obviously it comes with care and communication and connection. Most importantly, how you use your penis, what your thrusting game is like, and how good is your foreplay. But honestly, the most important thing is how you communicate with your partner, so that you guys can figure out what's the best way for you both to achieve pleasure, no matter what the size or no matter how long you can actually go for. All right, babies, I hope that eased your mind on size and stamina and answered a few more of your questions. Don't forget to click that link down below if you're wanting to try out Promescent for 15% off. All right, babies, I will see you on Monday for another episode. Cheers.